Hello students, welcome to computer class. In the earlier video, we have seen part 1 for the 5th chapter, that is more on MS Word. In that chapter, whatever we have learned, we will revise it first and then we will learn few more new things. Okay. Now in the earlier video, we learned about format painter, superscript, subscript, find and replace, and many other things. Okay. Now what is format painter? Format painter means whenever we want to copy the formatting effects from one text to another text, we are using format painter, this option is available in the home tab clipboard group. Okay, now see, it is marked with the red rectangle. Now we have learned, after that we have learned superscript and subscript. Superscript means sometimes you can see the text, it is little bit above the normal text, that is called superscript. Like 15th August, that th is coming on the top of the number 15th. This is called superscript, whereas subscript means in the text will get appear little bit below the normal text, like H2O. This is the name, chemical name for the water, that is H2O. That 2 is written little bit below alphabet H, so this is called subscript. This option is available again in the home tab font group. Okay, so all of us have learned how to apply that. Then we saw find and replace, means any particular word you can find and that found out word you can replace with the new word. This option is available in the home tab editing group. See, it is shown with the red arrow, find and replace. Okay, so whenever you will click on find or find and replace option, a find and replace dialog box appears. In that dialog box, find what you have to write the text or the alphabet or the word, okay, which you want to find, and replace with which new word you want to replace the earlier word. That new word you have to specify with replace with column, correct? And then either you can replace one word, one occurrence, or all together with replace all option. Okay, now after that we have seen header and footer. What is header? Header means the title or the text which is coming on the top of every page of the document, and footer means whenever any particular text which comes at the bottom of the page as a footnote on every page of the document. Header or footer option is available in the insert menu. Now in the insert menu, whenever you'll click on either header or footer, sub menus of header and footer you will get displayed, and in from that you can edit the header or footer. The header you have to give at the top of the page, the footer you have to give at the bottom of the page. It is shown here, see, example is given here. Okay, and you can change it, and whenever this is finished you have to click on the close button, so the cursor will come out of the header and footer option. Now after that we saw tabs. How to say tabs? Tabs means certain intervals. At certain intervals we can give the text. So to move the cursor from one tab position to another tab position, we have to use the tab key. Now for that paragraph dialog box launcher, you have to click on that, select tab option, a tab dialog box gets open in front of you, and through that you can set the tabs according to your wish. Okay, now after that we saw indent. What is indent? Indent means the space which is left from the margin, and from whenever we want to write the text, we want to start the text, that particular space means that space, that margin which is left from the left side or right side, that is called indent. You can increase the indent as well as you can decrease the indent. You can change the indent of the first line of the paragraph also, which is shown here. All this we have learned in the first video. Now how to increase the indent and decrease the indent. See this, it is given in the home tab. In the alignment group it is shown. Okay, now here the first first icon, that is to increase the indent, and next is decrease the indent, means increase the margin, increase the space from the margin, from the edge of the page and the text, actual text. So the wider space we are giving by increasing the indent, and decrease the indent means we are reducing the space from the margin, that we can take the text ahead little bit. Okay, so manually also you can drag it and you can do that. Now after that, changing the line spacing. What is line spacing? Line spacing is the vertical distance between the two lines of the text. This you can change. For changing that, again you have to use this icon. It is in the home tab, paragraph group. This icon is given. You have to click on this icon. So whatever margin options are available, it is given here. So you can tick any option. If you want line spacing options, more options you want, you have to click on this option, line spacing option. If you click on that option, again a paragraph dialog box will get open. From that you have to see two rectangles, red rectangles. Can you see here? Line spacing also you can define, and the spacing for the line spacing you have to define, or before how much spaces you want, after how much spaces you want, that also you can define through paragraph dialog box. And after setting all that, you have to click on OK. Now all this we are doing to make the text more readable, more attractive. Okay, now whenever we want to set the margins, what is margin? Margins means the area from the edge of the page up to the text. That is called margin. We can set the margins. By default, from top, bottom, left, right, the 1 inch margin is left. You can increase the margin as well as you can decrease the margin as per your desire. So you have to go to View menu, and then in the print layout, if you will click on print layout, you can set the margins, or go to page layout. There is a option, margin option is there. If you click on that margin option, a dialog box will get open. See here, through the dialog box you can set the margins. But if you want to set in detail something more, then custom margins. Click on custom margins. After clicking on custom margins, page setup dialog box will get open. Now through this you can set many things. See here, top, bottom, left, right, all these margins you can set. Gutter position means from the text, from the margin, how much space you should leave properly for the sentences. That is gutter margin, that we will see afterwards. Now here orientation, this also we are going to learn afterwards. Okay, now but all these settings also you can do through page setup dialog box, not only margins. Okay, one by one we will see all this. Now setting paper orientation. Orientation means how the paper looks like, how the text will look like on the paper. Now here orientation option, again it is in the page layout tab. See, the orientation option is shown with the red arrow. If you will click on orientation, again this orientation, it will show you. If you will click on that drop down menu, orientation, portrait and landscape. Portrait means it will show you the text vertically on the paper. It will take the paper as vertical and it will show you the text in a vertical position. Okay, whereas landscape means it will show you, it will hold the paper horizontally and it will show you the text horizontally, not in the vertical mode. Okay, this orientation option was available in the page setup dialog box also. From there also you can change the orientation of the paper, orientation of the printout. Okay, now next is setting paper size. What is paper size? Now size of the paper, that is A4 you want to take or letter you want to take, all those options are available. Now how to get that? Again, this option is in page layout tab on the ribbon. So see here, size option, paper size option is marked with the red arrow. Click on that arrow beside the word size. Page setup dialog box with paper option. See, earlier it was margins. Now here select the option paper from the top. It is shown with the red arrow. Now here choose the paper, whichever paper you want, and then for the whole document you want to apply the same, or for particular pages that are also you have to mention, and click on OK. So you will get the printout on the paper as you specify. Okay, now after doing all this, setting margins or portrait, or means setting orientation, setting paper size, actually we want all this to get it on the paper. That's why we have set all these norms. Okay, but before taking the printout, MS Word allows us to see how the text or the document will look like on the paper, that is previewing a document. How to preview a document? For that, go to Office, click on the Office button, Print option. So in the print option, it will ask you three different options, sub options: print, quick print, and print preview. So click on the print preview. So it will give you how the text will look like on all the pages, one by one, or at the same time all the pages. If you want to click, zoom option is available in the print preview option. So this, see, magnifying glass icon is shown here with the red arrow. Click on that and take it on the, move it on the any page and just click once. So the size of the page will increase the size of the page and the size of the text which is there on the page, and you can read easily whatever is there on the page. Correct. Zooming also, zoom dialog box is open here. You have to specify the zoom category and click on OK, or if you have finished doing zoom, click on that, like that. So it will come to the normal text. Okay, now after doing all the settings for margin, orientation, setting size, all that, after looking how the printout looks like on the paper, finally we want to print a document. For printing a document, again you have to click on the Office button, print option. So a print dialog box will get open in front of you. Correct. Here you have to set the printer also. If the printer is already attached and set, okay, no problem, that name will get appear. But if you want to choose the printer among 2-3 printers, the down arrow is shown. You have to click on that. And now here, paper range means what? Suppose your document is very big. If you don't want to take all the pages as printout, you have to specify the range, how many pages you want, that is starting from 1 page or starting from 10th page to 15th page, or only the current page where it is shown on the screen. All that you have to specify. Same way you have to specify the copies also, how many copies you want. Correct, it is shown here. Then print what? The full document or page, again you have to give, you have to specify all that. If you want to zoom, that option is also available here. Check it properly and then only click on OK to get the printout on the paper. So like this, in this chapter we have completed many things like formatting the text. Already we have learned using format painter, how to apply the formatting effects to another text, what is superscript, subscript, how to find a word and how to replace it with another word, how to set the tabs, how to increase or decrease the indent, how to change the line spacing, how to give header and footer, all that we have learned. And after that we have learned how to set the margins before taking the printout, how to set the paper, how to set the orientation of the paper, and how to take the final output, or before taking the output how to preview the document, and if any changes you want to make, you can make the changes before taking the printout by using preview option. Correct? So by then we have come to an end of the chapter. So whenever you will get the notes of this chapter, write the question answers in the book, and whenever you will get the worksheet, try to solve the worksheet. By then, thank you.